Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Delaware Blue Hens. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth as by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Blue Hens will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's them. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Panthers offense will have the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls and fires complete. Crosses the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Moving away from pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch, it's Dawson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So Delaware's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out.
Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. They completely had him surrounded.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. keeper. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, baby.
The Blue Hens are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Slams ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, open them to this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first, he's going up top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Wide open spaces. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And they fail to hook up on 3rd. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. It's a running room. Touchdown, FIU. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Blue Hens need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes! And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from Ying. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Florida International. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hold it. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection. Going for the big play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot... interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with?
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Oh, a double pass. Grab near the marker, it's Owens. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Rush is on him. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
It's a seam one. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up by 28 over the Groupers. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Owens. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Kelly. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Delaware. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up to add another. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it. Looking for blockers.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He'll pull it down. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's open on the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing Taking a goal-to-go situation from the 7. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Delaware. Excellent pass by the back on the option. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Dempsey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Making side adjustments here. They'll toss it to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Owens. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Jenkins. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Bulldozes his way through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll do it himself. Finds some fresh air. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. He's at the touchdown, Delaware. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Jenkins. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when
He caught it! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Panthers! Great job by the back on the option. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Runs through a tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The short hands, it's LeBoy. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with second and short. Brown wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Wilson. Oh, what a caught! Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Blue Hens are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he puts through the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Jenkins. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, FIU. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. The corners are walked up tight. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Gets away from one, finds room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got the first down and more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The give on the option. Touchdown, Blue Hens! How about this back? On tracking. And on the option.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out. It's depth. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Makes the catch right at the 50. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defense